evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, happy new year to you. Welcome to the 16th Mayfield Music live stream. My name is Lauren Potter and we are here live at Mayfield giving you another night full of amazing original music. How are you all? Did you have a good new year? Do you have any good New Year's resolutions? And if you do, give us a shout. Now tonight we've got two amazing duos, so it's a night of duos. First up we have Claire and John, who form together from the lovely place of New Haven and appear as Dandelion Charm. If you like a bit of Fleetwood Mac, Kate Bush, folk, rock interspersed with each other, and if you like harmonies, then you're going to love Dandelion Charm. Then we're going to completely change it up for you, and we've got a duo from Portsmouth. They are Sam and Dom, who formed together to make Sabres, who are punky rock flavoured duo, and it sounds like they're a wall of noise, but they're amazing. So if you have any awesome questions for our acts tonight, please pop them in the comments, and hopefully we can squeeze them into our interviews. Now, of course, we are more than just a recording studio. We have our own record label and are going to release so much original music in 2022. We are so excited. Now check us out at our website, and before I pass over to Dandelion Charm, let's take a sneak peek at their music video, Pity Bomb. Can we please have a huge virtual round of applause for Dandelion Charm? Pass over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Okay, we're going to start with a song from our first album, Tiny Drop. This song's called Birdcage. then I might let you in to the passion that burns in my heart. That's just the start, but I won't give you anything.
Sing, canary, sing. My hatred caresses your skin. This torment you choose to live in will hide all my sin.
Hide all my sins. Will hide all my sins. I fashioned a bird cage of the most intricate form. It was made from your love, and it feels just like love. Oh,
That was my best, favourite bit. That was.
I know. I'm sorry. Honestly, I was in massive danger there of having a complete meltdown, laughing fit. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're so thrilled to be here at Mayfield Studios. It's a really, really fantastic place. Such a lovely setup and really wonderful people. And you're in for a treat with Sabre later on. So, and we're going to crack on and hopefully no more tripping over my own feet. What are we doing next, John? So, this song is a song about a friend of ours who recently was diagnosed with epilepsy, and he's been on a significant journey with it. He's not out the other side yet in terms of his medication and things like that, but we wrote this song for him, and it's called Daydreaming in the Undertow. It's just a little scar. I see it in your eyes. The lightning flashes out and takes you down. It fires red and green, and then you hit the ground. You have to sleep now. Have to sleep. Daydreaming in the undertow, try to catch your breath. No feeling in the aftershock, clouds still fill your head. You're off the grid. It's just a little pill to keep the storm at bay. Confusion blind the drives you wild. Here comes the deja vu, and then you hit the ground. You have to sleep now. Have to sleep. Daydreaming in the undertow, try to catch your breath. No feeling in the aftershock, clouds still fill your head. You're off the grid, electric boy. You're off the grid, electric boy. And you're still daydreaming in the undertow, try to catch your breath. No feeling in the aftershock, clouds still fill your head. You're off the grid, electric boy. You're off the grid, electric boy. You're off the grid. Okay, so I think, are you going to do a bit of tuning? Bit of tuning now. So the next song is, what are we going to do next, John? Isolate Resolve. So we don't really sing about love as such, John and I, although we were talking earlier, we have actually been together for 20 years, can you believe it? But this, this next song, maybe there's a reason we don't write love songs. No. This next song is as close as we come in Dandelion charm to writing a love song. This is called Isolate Resolve. You ready? Yeah.
You just have to imagine that's in tune. No, I can't cope with that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have a little quick tune. Won't be too long. So this song, Isolate Resolve, is actually from our most recent album, Maybe Dreamers, and the one that we played before hasn't even fully been recorded yet. So that's going to be hopefully on our next album, which should come out sometime in 2022, hopefully. Although it kind of depends how long it takes John to stop fiddling around with it. But,
mixing it.
Mixing it. Yeah, and the trouble with having a 12-string guitar, obviously, is that if you get into a tuning issue, there's quite a lot of strings to manipulate. So, how we doing, John?
Nearly
there?
Nearly there.
Okay. So this is Isolate Resolve.
And leave this place behind. We'll journey far from here to sail an open tide. distant shores, I feel we are the same. You reach inside of me and peel away my shame. Guide me into your wings of compassion, revealing all the grace in my soul. We ride into the heights of emotion with isolated resolve, awakening me to what's real. You're all I see, forsaking all else to reveal my isolate resolve. Oh, oh. Entranced by hedony, it bleeds my spirit dry. Entrenched in misery, imprisoned by the light. Guide me into your wings of compassion, revealing all your grace. We ride into the heights of emotion, isolate resolve, awakening me to what's real. You're all I see, forsaking all else to reveal my isolate resolve, awakening me to what's real. You're all I see, forsaking all else to reveal my isolate resolve.
I have been practicing that.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to start. We're going to sing our last song now. This is Stephanie, and this is from Maybe Dreamers as well. Bit more of the kind of folky vibe to this one, a bit less prog, but hope you like it. This is Stephanie. Stephanie stepped off the train, her heart in her stomach again. She thought she knew it all. Ambitions of cellular, knowing the rules of the game, she didn't stand a chance. So young, she wanted the fairy tale. They won't remember her name. So scared that there won't be anyone waiting, waiting like there's supposed to be. Stephanie chose the mundane in favor of glamour and pain. She's seen and done it all. Ambitions of celluloid fame, not knowing the rules of the game. She didn't stand a chance. So young, she wanted the fairy tale. They won't remember her name. So scared that there won't be anyone waiting, waiting like there's supposed to be. Stephanie stepped off the train, her heart in her stomach again. So sure, she wanted the fairy tale. She can't remember her name. So scared, 'cause there isn't anyone waiting, waiting, waiting for Stephanie, waiting for Stephanie. Waiting for Stephanie.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers, everyone.
Dandelion charm, having a really emotional response to you guys. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. You both okay? You're both still
All
there?
good. Yeah.
You both looked at each other like, you're right.
Want to make sure she hasn't tripped over anything else.
Well, singers, we like to move around.
Yeah.
We like to be free, John. You should know that. But honestly, amazing. I feel like you were destined to sing together because at times I couldn't differentiate who was doing which harmony. So Amazing work.
Yeah. Thank you.
So many
much.
lovely comments from people watching. I can see it just on the screen behind
brilliant.
you.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, you'll have to check back later.
Yeah, will do.
Now for the talking part.
Okay.
Will you stay with your weapon, your stringed weapon?
I can do. I can.
That's up to you.
I don't mind.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I've done a lot of reading about Dandelion Charm. I love the harmonies, but I think when you're live, like in this setting, especially in the room, you can soak in so much more.
Yeah.
So how did you meet? Had you both been playing and singing? And how did you discover that you could do it together? So that's so many questions.
Okay.
How did you meet, Claire?
Okay, so short story.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard for me. We met in a pub, and we met in a pub because I was going for an audition to be in a band with John's brother.
No way.
And John had been working for 10 years, 7 days a week in a studio making pop music, and hadn't been out of the house for literally 10 years. And he was drunk. He was really drunk, and he had his feet on the table. And I walked in, and I thought, "Who's that?"
And then you found out, and it's too late.
Yeah. And basically, we got together. I mean, there is a very funny story, but it'll take too long.
Inappropriate as well.
And it's inappropriate.
We'll
But
save that for the next time we see you.
we saved it for the next time. But
What about your background? Were you singing before? So you were going for
so I was
audition?
in bands and things, singing from my early 30s, and we realised that we had a love of Bowie very early on, and we ended up working out about 3 hours worth of Bowie covers to sing together.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
And
and
then-
not all the main hits either. So we went quite deep, didn't we, into the
good.
archives.
Then how did you transition into your original music? I'll ask you that one, John.
Well, I've been playing since I was 8 and writing since I was about 11.
Wow.
So I'd write these songs and think, I don't really know what to do with them. And then we actually met someone and we started doing our original songs as a 3-piece. But then it ended up just the two of us.
Because believe it or not, John didn't feel confident. He didn't think he could sing.
Yeah, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah, I know.
You're
But
both awesome.
the thing is, you've got to be really careful what you say to children, because it does actually go in. You know, if you can tell somebody when they're very young that they can't do something, then they grow up believing that they can't. Look at how amazing he is.
Now look
what a
at how
hairy
old
man
he
he's
is.
grown
Joking. I'm joking. I'm playing with you. You know, all performers are the spirit, the youth is always there, no matter how old the person. I've got friends of all ages.
Yeah.
So So how did you formulate the name Dandelion Charm, which I love, by the way?
We've got a song called Dandelion Charm, and we loved the sound of it so much that we thought, that sounds like a really great name. But Dandelion Charm, actually, the song it's on our first album, Tiny Drop. That's a really interesting song because it's got lots of themes in it. It's basically themes around time and the dandelion clock, and the seeds that go out and propagate, like thoughts. So bad thoughts or good thoughts. You know, once they've left the hub they're out into the world, and there's nothing you can do about them. So, and there's also themes about sort of relationships between mothers and daughters in there, and the whole kind of Snow White thing, all sort of woven into the song Dandelion Charm. So there's a lot in
So
there.
deep.
Yeah,
I love
there's
that.
a lot of levels.
I feel
It's
like
a bit of an O-level text. GCSE.
I hope everybody's taking notes at home or in the bath, wherever you are. No, I love it, but I think with something so folky and storytelling, it has to be deep. You know, there's so many layers, otherwise it would be like two-dimensional, which you guys definitely are not. There's layers and layers and layers, which I really love.
Oh, bless you.
What's your technique? Like, do you come up with the melody, or do you write the guitar part, or what's the process with you
Claire
guys?
writes all the guitar parts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you saw my guitar playing.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
Second only to my
Tripping over.
tripping over and
Leave her alone. You're going to stack it on your way out.
I will as well.
Yeah, it's a real mixture. It's a real mixture. Sometimes with a Birdcage that we were singing at the beginning, that was a big ping pong, wasn't it? You know, John came up with an idea. I came up with a melody over the top and some words. Then it went back to John, and then he wrote the chorus. And so that's like a real classic ping pong writing.
That's
isn't it?
my favourite when we do that.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes one of us will just mainly write it, but it's my
John wrote
favourite.
Isolate Resolve. He wrote that, and that was for a different project, wasn't it? And we it's like
Nicked
a
it.
Dandelion charm cover of a project that John had done, but he wrote it, and we added a few bits, didn't we? Charmed it up, and then sometimes like I was thinking about my daughter, and I had this idea. Although Stephanie's not about her, she was the sort of muse. I was thinking about leaving home and what would happen if you didn't have anywhere to go back to. You know, if you made a mistake and things went wrong in life, you know, not being able to go home is just. I can't imagine that for myself or my kids. But anyway, so that's what Stephanie was about, and that was a sort of melody and words that then
Fired at me.
fired at John, and he said, "What the hell's this?" And he sorted its life out. Yeah, and he sorted. Oh, he's amazing. He's really amazing. So I'm really, really lucky to be able to have somebody
I think
like
we're
John
both very
to
lucky.
work with.
Well, on that
Yeah.
note, I'm going to test you because you've been married for a long time. I'm going to
Oh
ask
God, Mr.
you.
and Mrs.
Kind of. I thought we don't have loads of time, but what
Yeah.
is your favourite creative thing about the other? Another person's creative facet. It could be Claire's imagination or whatever, or John's abs. It could be 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional. What's your favourite creative thing about the other? Because you're our first married couple
Really?
ever on a
Really?
Mayfield stream. As far as I'm
Wow.
aware, I think you're numero uno.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay.
What is your favourite?
Right, you go first.
Oh, thanks.
Don't get it wrong.
I normally get it wrong. I do love the way Claire comes out with ideas that I just couldn't imagine anyone else coming out with. She, you know, particularly musically, she presents me
I
with.
don't know what I'm doing.
It's
Don't tell anyone.
No, I was going to say it's challenging, but I mean that in a good way. And I'm determined never to change anything that she does. I have to fit something around what she does. So we end up doing something that's quite unusual, I think, anyway, something I wouldn't normally do. And that's what I love. When she tells me she's got an idea, I think, oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's great.
And can I answer now?
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing, but from the other perspective, because actually John's got an infinite ability to be able to try other things, and whereas I might get fixated on something, you know, oh no, that's how it goes, and he seems to be always able to come up with something else, and he'll never settle until it's really as good as he feels it can be, you know, his input and his ideas and everything. And we both do that, don't we? If it's not good enough, it's in the bin. You know, and sometimes that can lead to friction, but actually over a period of time of working together, we actually understand that we can do that. You feel safe enough to feel stupid and make a silly suggestion and know that it's in the end it's going to go somewhere really good.
Well, if you're both united in, we want this to be the best,
Yeah.
the most beautiful, the most intricate. If
Yeah.
you know that that's both at the core, then
Yeah.
the silly moments aren't so scary, are they?
No,
Plus you're
Absolutely.
married, so
Exactly.
you're sticking around.
Yeah, definitely.
So before we love you and leave you, I've got two final questions.
Okay.
I'll ask you this one, Claire.
Yeah.
Your message or your motto or certain words that you want people who are watching to take away about Dandelion Charm. And have you got the answer already?
No.
No? So whilst you're thinking of that,
Okay.
John, where can we see you again? Because I know that Sam headhunted you at festivals. So do you have any festivals coming up?
We're playing at Cranbrook,
Vestry
Edith.
Hall.
What's it called?
It's an Edith Folk.
And
Vestry.
28th
Hall, yeah.
of January. I think that's the next one. And we're playing at the Cambridge Rock Festival
In June.
in June. Yeah, and other
We're
places.
going to try and finish our album, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got to try and
That's
finish
what
our
we need
album.
to
So
try
that's
and get done.
Yeah,
the
that's
main
the main
focus.
focus, but
So you've got 2 albums and a 5 mini track.
yeah, I mean it's like a mini album.
Mini
really.
album.
It's nearly 40 minutes long.
Oh, it is.
Um, Yeah.
Lengthy then.
So this will be our 4th, really.
Yeah.
Amazing.
4th release.
So if we want to see you, we can see you soon in January. If
Yeah,
not, head to
yeah.
your guys' website.
Yeah, dandelioncharm.com.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. And final
Okay,
message from
so
you
the
both.
final message is that and I've just forgotten it.
Try tripping over again. You might
the
remember.
final message is that what we try and do, what we sing about, what is important to us is communication. So that's what we try and get over. And we were talking about this, Lauren, weren't we, earlier, about performing in front of a live audience as opposed to a live stream. And of course there are people there, and we're so grateful for people watching. But the magic for me really happens when you get that connection back. And we've had, especially with a song like Stephanie, we've had people crying in the audience and coming up to us and saying, oh, this moved me because this, or I've got somebody, or I've got mental health issues, or know somebody with mental health issues. And a lot of our songs that concern those kinds of things, because we all struggle. We all life's really hard, isn't it, for a lot of the time. It's joyful and lovely, but it's really hard. And we just try and want to connect with people through a shared communication, really, of those things.
To reach out to
Yeah.
each other. I love that message.
Yeah.
And I was having a response too, but I had to rein it in and remember to be able to talk to you. So thank you both so much. You're super talented. Good luck with the next album. And
thank
hopefully
you
we
so
can come and
much,
see you
Lauren.
at your January gigs. If not, head to the website. I'll thank you both. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Cheers. Thanks,
thank
Lauren.
you so much for having us.
Oh, pleasure. Now, just before we have a crossover and welcome our next duo, who are incredibly different but amazing in another way, we're going to give you a sneak peek at some of the acts that you can see on Thursday the 20th. So stay tuned, fill up your beers or wines or waters, and come back to see Sabres.
Consciousness unhappily rectify mistakes here faithfully. Blame the confidence departing me. Would you believe me if I said I was alright? Couldn't believe me on the heavy-hearted night. The reason escapes me, conflicted and afraid. I wanted to tell you. Running through my mind. Reminiscing of the days when we were reckless and wild. It was funny for a while. Oh, but nothing lasts forever. But our memories worth the treasure, young forever.
Said I'm a sucker for a memory. Thinking when I was the merriest I've ever been. Life was evergreen and happy was the feeling. Fuck it was the motto when the future was misleading. No believing we were angels in the slightest. But all my brothers, we were solid in the tightest. We stuck together like we knew that we should. Rocking them Henry Lloyd jackets with the luminous hoods. Doing shotties at the back of the park. Missed calls from your mother, you ain't back and it's dark. She worried sick but you're just frolicking and having a laugh. Rode bikes so far, nearly doubled our calves and it was heaven sent. Skipping school like we never went. Meeting up with local honeys over MSN. Keeping money in our pockets that we never spent. Lunch money just meant fun money. Wait till Friday, bell rings, race to the train. Push bikes cause havoc cause we're swerving the lanes. When we all hit heaven it was crazy and great. But when we dabbled a little further it was never the same. It changed everything. We were reckless as we'd ever been. More trouble than we'd ever seen. Trainers were never clean. But I wouldn't change anything. No, I wouldn't change anything.
Running through my mind. Reminiscing of the days when we were reckless and wild. It was funny for a while. Oh, but nothing lasts forever. But our memories worth the treasure, young forever.
And the summers were the craziest. Unemployed days had me at my laziest. All the neighbours, they were hating this. But when I think back, I giggle when I really ain't blaming years. Backpack for your chore at the shop. Pure chavs to the core from the bottom to top. Full track suits, that's true, rocking the cost. Hot rocks in the bottoms with the money it cost. On foot from the feds, blue lights rain down as it's getting intense. Now we're running through a garden and we're hopping the fence. Wake up next morning all confused in the shed, thinking, where's my phone gone? Where's the keys for my home gone? I said I wouldn't roam long. All this for adrenaline, but I wouldn't change anything. No, I wouldn't change anything.
Didn't make all my grades. Broke every rule I made. Pass the blame when I can leave it in the shade. And truth is, I don't condone it, no. But it moulded the way I've grown. And I wouldn't change things, Running through my mind. Reminiscing of the days when we were reckless and wild. It was funny for a while. Oh, but nothing lasts forever. But our memories worth the treasure, young forever. but now I'll be just fine without you now. Hold on to the line, alone I face the coming night.
Alright, hello internet, we're Sabres. Nondescript beer. It's definitely not Stella Artois. No product placement here, guys. This song's about the past. It's called In My Day. Right way, not a bad word to say. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
This next one's for the Gammons.
This next one is for the Gammons. It's about the tabloids, isn't it? We got our country back and all that. Yeah, this song's called Moronic.
About blue passports.
What a lovely sound. You good?
Yeah, cool.
grab your partner and take them to the dance floor kind of tune up there.
Can I get a bit less bass and vocals, please?
Can I get a bit less bass and vocals? What, the only other elements of the band?
What I'm trying to
Cheers,
say
mate.
is, it sounds terrible.
Can I get less of literally everything that I can possibly hear, please? Good a place as any to air that. This next song is called Paint by Numbers. Remember that, Paint by Numbers? I never did it.
It's too highbrow for a bassist.
Mate. This is it's going well, this, isn't it? Right, cool. Stop. Stop. Go! No. Let's just start that again. That was terrible. Both of us. Stop! Stop! Go! This is our last song. Flew by, didn't it? We should have done more talking. Just let Dom groove on this beat for a bit. Oh, check it. Throwing in Tom's left, right and centre. Yeah. With his tie-dyed t-shirt and his mohawk. Style. Thanks for watching. We've been Sabres. This song's called Fold.
right guy? Were you drunk? Or were you just on a bet? Surely you can see the mistake you made. Where's your self-respect? Is that a limp or a strut? Does he know if he's coming or going? Was it love at first sight, or is the hatred growing and growing? Do you lay awake smiling at him, or do you ask yourself, what am I waiting for? Would you do anything to make him smile? Or do you just not care anymore? Would you give your right arm to be with him? Or is it costing you an arm and a leg? Can he not keep his hands off you? Or you get down on your knees and beg? I'm not saying I'm the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm the one holding the knife. I don't want to get into your head. I just want to save your life, 'cause I bet right now you can cut. Yeah, but stay with the knife. Give me a chance to like just save your life. Do you see me when you're with him? 'Cause I swear you're the twinkle in my eye. Does your pulse race? Just time to stand still. 'Cause I know you're why I'm alive. Am I crazy? Should I make my move or just sit here wondering what might have been? I wanna wake up next to you and not keep on waking up from a dream. I'm not saying I'm the best thing since life breath, but I'm the one holding the knife. Don't want to get into your head. I just wanna save your life, 'cause I bet right now you can cut. Yeah, I'm free with a knife. Give me a chance, I might just save your life. Not saying I'm the best thing since my breath, but I'm the one holding the knife. I don't want to get into your head. I just wanna save your life, 'cause I bet right now you can cut. Yeah, but stay with the knife. Give me a chance, I might just save your life.
Guys, you are amazing. I just said to you both off camera, I feel like I've been electrocuted. Thank you so much. Do people normally say that to you?
Violated in some way, you know.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. You've got so many cool comments, and considering there's just two of you, your sound is awesome.
Thank you.
So tell us about yourselves. I'll go to you, Sam, first, because this is a fairly new project for you guys, right?
Yeah. Lockdown kind of gave me a lot of free time to mess around and write songs, and some of them were kind of a bit more straightforward and, you know, kind of easy to listen to than others. And I had the idea of doing a two-piece thing for a while, and started messing around with the pedals to see if I could get quite a big sound, and we got in a room together, and it didn't sound terrible, so we thought, yeah, let's keep doing this. You know,
We set a low bar for ourselves.
Well, you've smashed the bar, I can tell you that now. So how do you know each other? Ask you that one, Dom.
Previous bandmates from another band that that's going back to, it's like 2015.
yeah.
It was, we used to do a band called Foxer. We played a lot around Portsmouth and everywhere else. My first gig with them was Victorious, which was nerve-wracking. It was like just on the seaside stage, sandwiched between Primal Scream and Flaming Lips. That was cool. And so we've been playing in a band together for quite a while, and this is just a fresh new thing. We've been a band less than 6 months. Not quite sure how long, but it's the time's flown by. Just coming up with new stuff, and it's still just the ball's still rolling. It's been really great.
So you've been doing a lot of work here at Mayfield with Sam CB.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Yeah.
When can we access your music, guys?
We're going to try and get something out in January if we can. We're in here on Monday with Sam, mixing it. Kind of ASAP really. But yeah, there's stuff recorded that's going through the whole fiddling about with process, so it's kind of imminent, I guess.
And then, are you going to be performing live too, or have you got anything that we can come and see you in person? Because this is great. I mean, you got so many comments, as I said, but just hearing you in the control room, the energy and the not the noise, but like the volume, it pumps you up. So it's very different live to on screen, isn't it? So any live performances as of yet?
We have Icebreaker Festival coming up.
Cool.
It's Saturday the 29th, last weekend of the month. And Icebreaker is always a brilliant time. Just even if you stay at one venue all day, there's just such a plethora of amazing bands that you otherwise might not hear about. But we'll be on at the Fat Fox on that Saturday, and that's kind of it for the minute.
It's just the Fox now, isn't it? It's lost some weight.
It's lost some weight, yeah. It was a Fat Fox, then it was a Globe, then it was a Fat Fox again. So it's been bigger, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Whilst we're talking about silly-ish things, I've got a question for you, Sam, and it's from Hannah Ream. Do you ever take your hat off? She's dying to know. Burning question.
I try not to, because, there's no hair there, so what's the point?
Keeps all your good ideas in there as well.
Yeah, and, if it's good enough for other bold musicians, it's good enough for me.
He's a closet Tom Jones fan.
Everybody loves Tom Jones, no matter your background or era. So, yes. What can you tell us about each other? So, how did you discover that this man could sing? Is there any secret facts about Dom the drummer that we don't know about? Because you've got a hell of a voice, Sam, so...
Thank you. When Dom auditioned for Foxer, he learnt all the parts by playing his desk or his table or something at home, because he couldn't use his drum kit at home. And then he just came in and nailed the stuff, and we were like, well, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, I hadn't played drums in about 5 months, so that was a good sign.
Yeah, so it kind of came from there, really. We needed a drummer. A couple of guys came in. Dom kind of blew it out of the water. Just a massive powerhouse of a hitter, and suited us and suits this,
I mean, we didn't even know each other. I just saw a post on Facebook for it, having I think we gigged with Foxer donkeys years ago, and it was just like, yeah, that's cool, I'll be on that, getting on that. But
yeah, you're so slick, you're amazing. I loved watching you, especially we got a nice close-up of you was hitting it so hard that you lost your stick, and within 1 second you had a stick back in your hand. So you're obviously an old pro when it comes to hitting things and making noise.
And dropping them.
Hitting and dropping. You're much more than that, I can assure you. But it's really amazing. Thank you so much for coming to play. Any lasting words, a motto, or anything you want to particularly share or say?
Don't
you can't
eat the
say
yellow
no.
snow.
Who?
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Do you have anything to add to that, Sam? Are you happy with that lasting memento?
Yeah, I mean, makes sense, doesn't it?
I'm not wrong.
No. Yeah.
All right then, guys. Thank you. Hopefully we can see you at Icebreaker on the 29th. Do you know what time you're playing?
2:30. We're opening it, aren't we?
It's
with
an early one with the opener.
With a status quo to Icebreaker's Live Aid.
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh mate, I love going on early. You can just get drunk.
Later on, yeah.
Oh yeah. After, yeah. Not during. Not during.
Oh, yeah, not
Not
during.
me. Anyway, thank you so much. Good luck at Icebreaker in the future,
Thank
and
you.
we'll all be following your music 'cause it's coming out as soon as possible. You say, and
hopefully
you're
this
amazing. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Massive thank you to Matt Brooke, who did a bit of roaming cam for the guys, which was really cool. And we've got Sam H running the sound behind the scenes. So thanks to everybody. Thanks to Dom for having us all here. And join us on Thursday, the 20th of January, for 2 more amazing acts. I've been Lauren Potter. We are Mayfield. Happy New Year to you.
Running through my mind, reminiscing of the days when we were reckless and wild. It was funny for a while. Oh, but nothing lasts forever, but our memories worth the treasure, young forever. Consciousness unhappy.